All right, guys, we're going to do this. Oyster Girl. I'm curious, but here's the thing. What's interesting is that somebody got upset the other day because they said they were tired of me talking about some senseless stuff. Now, mind you, it's been about 3 days since I started talking about silly stuff and being a little less serious because I just feel like it. That's it. I just feel like it. I want to take it easy, a breather. I don't feel like talking about super intense stuff all the time. I want to have fun. So you're rude. That being said, I want to look at this Oyster Girl thing. So we're going to check this video out.
Hell has gone viral all over TikTok. Y'all, a date from hell has gone viral all over TikTok, and it involves a man, a woman, 48 oysters, 2 lemon drops, a bunch of slurping noises, and somebody fleeing. Let's talk about it.
That sounds like a good date. You know, I had a bad date once. My worst ever date. It was so weird. It was back in the day when I was much more socially awkward. And I remember that I was hanging out. I went to this date with this girl to Panera Bread. Bad start. Panera Bread, not good for guys who like to eat horribly and a lot. But we went there because she wanted to. And it was okay. We got a little bit of food, whatever. And then afterwards, I thought I sensed her being uncomfortable. But I wasn't this was like 10 years, more than 10 years ago. Oh my God, I was like a kid, right? But I'm old, so. But anyway. And so, but I thought I wasn't self-aware yet. So I thought I perceived her as getting uncomfortable. So I'm like, oh, I gave her an out. I'm like, do you want to like walk around the mall or something? Or do you want to just go home? She took the offer to walk around the mall. So I'm like, she's not uncomfortable. The problem is when I said, do you want to walk around the mall? I literally meant around the outside of the mall. So I left the building and we started to walk around the outside of the mall. Now you might be asking why? Why would that be? Most people would think, let's walk through the mall. I don't know. I think I just wanted fresh air. But she then got very uncomfortable and she pretended to get a phone call and said her friend needs to get her. And I said, oh, okay, no problem. Now, I haven't thought about this story since I just told it right now. And now I realize why this woman felt unsafe. It's because even when I was like 19 years old, I think that's when I was a pretty big guy and she probably felt intimidated. And now I understand what my problem, the problematic contribution that I have to the world. So, yeah. Hey, it is what it is. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, you better.
Oh, my neck's cracking.
Yeah, you better.
Guys,
Very interesting intro. Okay.
before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. You know what to do. Now let's talk about the 48 oyster girl. And yes, I mean 48 oysters. And I'm not even
Is that a lot, though? Is 48 oysters a lot? I feel like I could put 4. I like oysters. They're all right. They're just expensive. I ain't doing that.
going to give you any sort of warning here. We're just going to get straight into the video. I want to know, what would you do in this situation?
Okay.
Today, I leaked with this nigga I met a
Whoa!
few weeks ago out with my friends. This been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him?
So she's saying that he was messaging her and she wasn't really responding, but she, I mean, I guess, well, you seem like kind of a mean person. Maybe you just give short responses to lead them on. I don't know.
I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time. So he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here.
$15 a dozen? What is that? 7 dozen? No, I thought I was doing like dyslexic. 48, not 84. So $60? Yeah, okay.
They got the best oysters in Atlanta. Like,
I love
hands
oysters.
down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good.
Damn.
Now pause. I know y'all have not seen this woman's date yet.
I don't like lemon. I don't like it when the worst is when I'm not a big fan of lemon. The worst thing is when I'm out at like a restaurant and they're like, well, what do you want to drink? And I say a Diet Coke, because the thing is it's like meth. It's like a regular thing of Coke, of a cup of Coke is like 200 calories. So if I have Diet Coke instead, I've basically just consumed negative calories, which means I can get an extra appetizer. That's the logic. It's flawless, frankly. But anyway, I don't like lemon. So sometimes they won't ask me and I don't think about it. And they'll give me a lemon and it's like, whatever. I just take it off the cup. And I just put it to the side. No big deal. My wife likes lemon. Sometimes I give it to her. Sometimes these people will put the lemon in my cup. They'll put it in the soda, buried underneath ice. And it just ruins everything. It ruins my delicious Diet Coke, which is superior to Diet Pepsi, of course. So.
But he is sitting across the table from her. So not only are you at this restaurant ordering dozen oysters when he's just asked you out to drinks, but you are eating them whilst filming with the flash on. With
True.
the flash on. This is out of pocket.
Well, I mean, at that point, that's a pretty big red flag for this guy. He should have known to dodge out.
This is crazy.
He's probably looking at her sucking on those oysters, going, damn, I can't wait. Oh, no. And then he just morphs into a fucking oyster. Oh, no, I'm an oyster, too. That's what I would be thinking, bro. That's what I would be thinking with this oyster girl. Oh, no. You hear this? Listen to it. Oh, I would just be sitting there. I'd be getting her things of. I'd be like, yeah, take plates of $12 oysters, and because I'm an oyster, I transform, dude. That's what he's thinking about. That's why this man got her 48 oysters, because he's thinking, what if I was an oyster? And he's thinking he might have a shot. And I respect it. But then again, you don't want that. You don't want a girl with a stinky fish that's just eating a bunch of stinky fish. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh no. Oh my God, dude.
Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a f***. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat.
I think the whole world was looking at you crazy when you ordered the fourth
crazy.
one. Are you kidding me? This is like the least amount of self-awareness I have ever seen.
I think she's self-aware. I think that she knows. I just think that she's a mean, rude person.
Ever. It almost feels like it's not real. Like, this is a setup because we're all getting punked right now. We're all getting punked, including this man.
True, 48 oysters is pretty impressive. I mean, if she could put that many oysters down in her stomach, what else can she take? You know what I mean? And you have to think about it this way, and I know this is going to get a little gross, so trigger warning, but if a woman could put down 48 oysters with the consistency of like ooze and a salty texture, what else do you know that has an oozy consistency but is also very salty and sometimes smells like bleach? I don't know, dude, but I'm thinking this is a fucking test. Oh, this girl's like, it's a test, dude, and she passed. So I would be getting her oysters too. I'd be all over it. Cause she's not a quitter. She's not a spitter. She's not a quitter. Okay? That's all I'm thinking here. Because I'm a man. And that's the only thing that's going through my head when I'm buying food for women. Because I'm sexist. Dude, I don't care.
And this man at the utmost degree. My goodness.
And I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that. But I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good.
Has anybody ever eaten the shells of the oyster? Also, why isn't this waitress taking the old plates? Why are they just getting stacked up?
So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes.
She still had more to go? That's wild.
They were so good. And the crab cakes. Everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the f*** this nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back?
Dude, that's crazy. I thought she walked out on him. That's wild.
The f***. I'm like, hold the f*** on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes. What the f*** is...
She's been eating that whole time, too.
Hey, had to end up grabbing a tab. Left me with his little one f***ing drink. Yeah. I'm so glad keep me some money, because what? That was crazy to me.
That's so funny. Good for him. I feel like this whole story is fake, but I feel like that's funny. So she went to a restaurant, she ordered too much food, and then he left. So good on him.
What? That was crazy to you? You were the one who thought that was crazy? If I was that man,
I mean, listen, if she was getting ready to give him the super sucker at $5,000, maybe that was crazy. Maybe he just made the worst decision of his entire life. What is it, like $60? sometimes that might be worth it, dude.
There is a soul in the world that saw this video and was like, that man is in the wrong for leaving you on that date. I don't think there was whatsoever. And we're going to get into comments and people's reactions in just a moment. But first,
I would have taken her out, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
let's read.
It's worth the shot, dude. You know, you guys will pay $5, 10, 15, $20 a day on lottery tickets and go, oh my God, why would you spend so much money on a date? Bro, you're bidding at a infinitesimal chance of winning money. I'm betting high on some pussy. I don't know what you're talking about, especially if you fuck with a fat girl, because that triples the odds. It triples the odds. It only doubles the price, but it triples the odds, okay? Because you got to buy more food. But I love food anyway. Plus, sometimes fat girls on dates will eat less because they're self-conscious about it. Right. And then they'll then afterwards they'll order like extra rolls from Texas and some of that cinnamon butter to go. So they're just like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Can you wait in the car for me? And then $5 for like a bunch of rolls is actually a good deal. $5 is actually a pretty good deal. I'm not even kidding. It's not bad. I feel like people don't understand that. So go to Texas Roadhouse and you get a bunch of rolls for like $5.
Read the text messages between these two individuals. She says, running out on a tab is crazy. He said, I offered to take you out for drinks and you ordered all that food. I can cash up the total for the drinks.
Oh, what was it, like $12 for a drink?
Now, mind you, this man had one drink, so he's even offering that I will pay for the drinks, meaning her lemon drops and the drink that he had on that supposed date.
True.
This man is too nice. Too nice. Even waiting that long to run out of that restaurant was too nice. Now, maybe he should have gotten up and said,
you know what? This is not what I agreed to. I don't think we're compatible. I'm just going to go ahead and pack it up.
I would never do that with a woman. I would say, if I was trying to turn a woman off, I would say, I got to go take a huge shit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go dump my entire colon out of my body. The fucking historians are gonna mark this day in the history books. That's how crazy it's about to be.
And head home.
And by pack it up, it means finish his one drink, not 48 oysters that he ordered on a date. When the internet called this a date from hell, they were correct. This is a date from hell. And in this time of massive division all over the world right now, I have never seen so many people unanimously say that this girl was in the wrong. We'll read a few comments. First one says, I'm happy he left because sitting across from you probably was an awful sight.
Well, that's just mean. Why would you say that? That's just rude.
The next person says,
oh, maybe the sight of her shoveling oysters into her mouth.
Imagine listening to somebody slurp 48 oysters.
Listen, that sounds kind of hot to me.
Oh gosh, so gross. Nick says, I don't know what's worse, the 48 oysters as an appetizer or the insane slurping and smacking. And
it's all women complaining about. This is why women don't know what men want. Men want a girl who could slurp down 48 oysters, okay?
I got 100.
Because I got a couple of stinky oysters. I can't even commit to that joke. Holy shit. Oh my God.
30,000 likes. So let's get this straight. Not only did you agree to drinks, order 48 oysters as an appetizer, then get more food, but you slurped all that right in front of his face with your phone out, with the flash on, filming yourself, talking about how good it was, not having a conversation with your date.
It sounded like she did the voiceover after the fact. It sounds like she took pictures and stuff of it and then made the voiceover after, at least to me. So those oysters were, I think, $15 for 12. So.
Oh my goodness. The unanimous repulsion to this video makes me feel like this woman is just a lone wolf when it comes to how she acts on dates. But if this is any sort of trend or pattern, I feel for anybody who has to put up with this. Clearly, there's something in her that's motivated by social media content. And this video was so crazy that at first people thought this was an ad for the Oyster bar itself. However, two girls decided they were going to head to the Oyster bar, see if they could eat 48 oysters there, and decided to ask the staff, was this an ad? Is this girl for real? The staff said this is by no means an advertisement for the restaurant.
That would be a smart advertisement for the restaurant, though, to be honest with you. Having I feel like it's probably fake. She's probably faked it for like social media attention. Like that thing with the Cheesecake Factory girl, I'm pretty sure that was fake.
In fact, this woman comes there every single Tuesday. And if we
she's smart.
Wind it back in the video, she says, I was gonna be here anyways when referring to her date. Now, like I said, this video went insane on the internet and so many people,
I mean, that's just smart of her at that point.
Had to share their opinion, both men and women. Let's start off with a man who decided to respond to this.
Now, in the beginning of the video, you said this man been texting you for weeks and you wasn't texting back, but you were bored today Obviously, you wanted a free meal. I'm
Like, yeah, for sure. But also, bro, take a hint to that guy. If this actually is true and you're texting her boom, 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 over and over and over and over, she's not texting you back, how desperate do you have to be? You know what I mean? You must really want it. But I also get it because I've been there. It's called a goblin mode. You go a little goblin mode. You start gooning a little bit. You know, that's what it comes down to.
just happy. All these free meal warriors are starting to come out so women can see that we're not lying when we say some women will go out on a date with you just to get a free meal.
True. You just got to get better at dealing with it, brother.
If you paid attention to the video, at the end of the video, his glass was still full. This
Maybe he ordered a second one.
man didn't even drink his drink. That's how scared he was. And I don't blame him. If you watching somebody sit across from you and slurp down
Why are you laughing so much to that? It's so weird.
48 oysters, I would be scared too.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was? Why are you laughing like that's crazy? Okay.
Yeah, his guard was up. You don't want to be intoxicated around a person like that. You don't know what's going to happen to you at the end of the night.
What the fuck? What the hell are you talking about? You think she was gonna rape him? Like what? What are you saying? What? I'm so confused.
But clearly, he makes a very good point. This woman
guess.
wanted a free meal. The fact that she would text him
same.
and say that he ran out on the tab when she literally created the entire tab is
True that.
crazy.
True,
Now, normally with
sister.
some of these date videos, you see a split. The men are angry or saying this is crazy, and then the women come to the defense. Or the women say this man is crazy, and the men come to his defense. But no, not this one.
I just don't really care that much about it. You know, obviously she's in the wrong, but also like that's the risk of taking girls out on dates, bro. You know. So-
Most women, when they see this 48 oyster video, find it totally understandable that man said, I'm going to the bathroom, and he dipped out. So much so that for this young lady, it had her questioning her whole worldview. Let's watch the video.
That's her. My reaction to men agreeing. What? Oh, this is a different girl. My reaction to men agreeing with about the 48 oyster girl because that means maybe my take was wrong. Was this the girl?
Now this says my reaction to men agreeing with me about the 48 oysters girl because that means maybe my take was wrong. So this girl,
Dude, what's with the zoom like when you laugh? Your editor hates you.
48 oysters girl because that means maybe my take was wrong.
So weird.
So this girl must be so uber feminist that when she finds that men are agreeing with her on a take, she's thinking I must be wrong because there's
Oh, is that what she's saying? I thought that she had a bad take on it in the first place, but I guess okay.
no possible way that men could be right. Also, there's
Werewolf mode is better than goblin. Yeah, werewolf mode is what I meant to say. Good point. Thank you.
no possible way I could be agreeing with them. But no, this date was crazy enough to find congruence among all. We are the world. We are the children.
What the fuck is dude, this video is scaring the shit out of me. Who edited this video? The laughs are forced. The editing is it's terrifying. There's slight color shifts sometimes. That makes me it makes me horrified. Oh my god, I want to cry. I'm just fucking I'm so sick. I'm so sick. This is called red pill content
So
for
if you-
relationship. I might watch that. But anyway.
And of course, with all internet virality, humans must
Papa, do you think oysters feel good against a willy? I don't really know a William, so I'll if I find one, I'll ask them.
ask ourselves, can we make this into a trend? And now you have the 48 oyster trend, where women are attempting to eat 48 oysters in one sitting. This says, can I eat 48 oysters like that date girl? And there she's going for it. Slamming him down. She's got some sushi because you know you can't just have 48 oysters. You have to have more food. That's 1 dozen down.
I mean, I feel like she can do it.
Goodness gracious.
Listen here. Listen, guys. I just want to say something, okay? This is just, maybe this is ignorant. I don't know. But I feel like sometimes, you ever see those mukbang videos of people, they're typically Asian, not relevant, eating like living sea creatures? What the fuck? You know, like I know that we have some weird food here, I guess, but dude, what the hell? You know, like they eat sometimes. Like you ever see those? They're just wild to me. You know, like what is this? It looks very familiar to me. I don't know why. But you know what I mean? Dude, what the fuck? Okay, I can't. That's oh my god. But you know you know what I'm talking about, bro?
She got to about 23. 23, which I feel like is reasonable, is normal. 48 should just never be the thing that happens, especially for a lady on a date.
He probably had some.
Now, I will never be attempting this trend.
Well, I mean, listen, if you're going to a place for like a discount, like a buffet, which is kind of like that, right? Let's say you're going to play. You're prepping to be hungry. Like, you're not supposed to wake up, eat a meal, and go, oh, let me get some oysters that are on sale, whatever, 12 for or 15 for $12 or whatever. You go there, or 12 for $15. You go there ready to eat. You know what I mean? Like that episode of Scrubs where I forget the doctor's name, but the old guy, he didn't eat all day because he was going to have a big-ass steak that night, and then they couldn't get out of the hospital, so he ate Laverne's cake. I don't know why I remember that moment. Excuse me. So vividly. But it's like that moment.
Oysters have never been for me, and especially not to the tune of 4 dozen. But I am curious to see who on this green earth is capable of eating all that in one sitting. But even more than that, I'm curious to see how you would react on a date like this, both men and women. Would you be sitting through?
I would honestly just stay, and I would pay even if I thought it was going poorly, because that's just weirdly something that I would need to do still. I don't know why. Like, I would have to pay. I would like, yeah, the date's going bad, let's just pay and get out of here kind of a thing. But I'd still be banking on that small chance, you know?
Through this, would you two play the bathroom trick and leave the restaurant? Would you be straightforward with the girl and say, I'm sorry, I did not
I'd be gay forward.
agree to this?
I'd be gay backwards to the girl.
Not sitting through this. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure you're just as astounded as everybody else who saw this video. And if I
What the is this, like, what is this, fucking Bentelect? Like, what's happening?
below, I'm sure you're just as astounded as everybody else who saw this video. And
It's literally Bentelect. What the fuck?
if I had to suffer through the slurping and moaning while eating 48 oysters, I had to make you suffer through it with me, because that is life. Now, if you like this video, which with the content of it, I'm not sure if that's possible, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I drop a video for you guys, which is every single day, and I will see you next time.
Crazy. What the fuck? Okay, interesting. Cool. That was cool, I guess.